Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, 10 Ways to Wear It. I'm Alicia, and on this channel I take one fashion item or one fashion trend and show you all 10 different ways to wear it. Now today's video is going to be a comical and satirical video all about the 10 mistakes that a lot of us are making that is ruining our looks. These are small mistakes. Some of them start at the foundation of your outfit, so basically what you're putting on underneath your outfits and so on, and some of them are mistakes in the finishing touches of our outfits. But what they're doing is setting us back, okay? And I'm going to show you all what these 10 mistakes are and how you can avoid them. So if you want to see the 10 mistakes that are ruining your look, let's go ahead and get into this video. Alrighty folks, I am ready to jump into this video and have some laughs with you guys, but before I do, I'll go ahead and share my outfit of the day because I'm feeling cute, y'all. Got on this cute little wig. This is the Outre Jenny wig. You can find it on Amazon, and I found out about it from the Hearts and Cake 90. Do you guys follow Brittany? The Hearts and Cake 90, she always puts you on the best wigs, particularly if you're into like synthetic wigs like me, because I don't deal with human hair wigs that much. It's not about the money, it's about the styling. I'm not into that. I like to pull the wig out and it be styled. So I pulled this sucker out, put it on my head. Anyway, I have on this cute little crop top. This is from Misguided, a couple of years old, and I have on faux leather leggings. These are from the brand Villa London, purchased from the ASOS website. On the feet, I have on these little tins heels. These are also from ASOS, and I'll do my best to link this full ensemble for you all, because I'm sure some of you neutral ladies will want to recreate it. But now that you've seen what I'm wearing, you know, my heels is moisturized, I'm ready to go. You'll know what I'm talking about in a second. Let's go ahead and jump right into the video. Okay, you all, so let's go ahead and jump right into the video. And in that last clip, I think I might have called my Bermuda shorts leggings. I meant Bermuda shorts, okay? But one thing y'all know about Alicia, she gonna misspeak. She gonna say some stuff that ain't right, okay? That is me, okay? If you're looking for perfection, this is not the channel. But anyway, these are Bermuda shorts, and I will link some similar ones for y'all. Now let's go ahead and get messy. The first mistake that a lot of us are making is wearing too little bras that cause bra spillage. I am guilty of this. I swear, all of my 20s, I never wore the right size bra. And so I was that person that always walked around with that third titty in the middle. Yes, yes. I was that person walking around with the third titty right here sticking out, and people looking like, what in the world is that bra too little? Yeah, it is, okay? Whatever. That was me. And that is something that we really have to stop doing, ladies. It ruins your outfit. Go to Nordstrom. I think they even have a service at Macy's where you can go and find your correct bra size. And I don't even think they charge for it. I think it's something that you can just do in the intimate section, get fitted to get your correct cup size as well as the bra size around your waist and so forth, because wearing the wrong size bra can set you way back. It can ruin a perfect outfit. You'll have on your cutest little look, you know, little sheer top or whatever, and your bra is too little, so it's pushing your titties in, creating that third boob, and we're not going for that, okay? Ladies, make sure you're wearing the right fit of bra, and make sure you're wearing the right size of bra. So it's not just the size, you know, you want to make sure that your bra coordinates with your outfit as well. And I actually have a video coming for you all about undergarments, so stay tuned for that. We're going to be talking about my recent discoveries of the best undergarments. So I've been trying to do a little bit better for myself with that, and I want to share with you all what I've learned as well as what I've been buying. So I'll get into that in another video, but right now, make sure that your bra fits. Make sure it's not causing you bra spillage. Make sure you're not creating that third boob in the middle that's bulging out, because it looks a mess. And y'all saw the image that popped up. Girl, no. Moving on. So since we're on the topic of boobs, the next thing that a lot of us are doing wrong is having our shirts gaping open. Oh my goodness, this is another thing that a lot of women need to work on, buying the right size of shirt. And sometimes that might mean sizing up and then taking your shirt to a tailor to get it fitted in the middle. I've had to size up on shirts when my boobs were a lot bigger, and then take them to the tailor to get them a little more fitted at the waist, because I had to get them bigger in order to actually close on my boobs. I didn't want them to be gapping open, showing my bra, or having to wear undershirts, or having to always put safety pins to close my shirts. So I would have to size up and then take it to the tailor to get it a little more fitted to my body. So if that's something you're gonna have to do, you might want to think about doing that, because it looks bad when your shirt is so tight that it's pulling open and you can see through it, it will ruin your look. You can have on a perfectly cute outfit, you can have on the perfect work outfit, but if it's gaping open and it looks like your shirt is struggling to stay closed, you're ruining your look, girlfriend. Let's go ahead and move on to the next one. So the next thing that a lot of us are doing that is completely ruining our looks is wearing super thin, sheer, or see-through items. And these are items that are unintentionally sheer. So like if you're wearing a dress that's not mesh, but it's sheer, that is the quickest way to cheapen your overall look. It's gonna make your outfit look cheap. It's gonna make you look cheap. It's gonna make you look classless. The fact that you walked out of the house with your underwear showing and the dress or the look that you're wearing is not intentionally showing your underwear, because of course there's looks, you know, that you wear that you're intentionally showing. You know, we all know, you know, especially, you know, the Instagram girls, they wear a lot of sheer stuff, you know, the whole thong showing, whatever. But if that's not your intention, you're cheapening your look. So if you're gonna wear items that are thin, that might be sheer or see-through, wear the right undergarments underneath them so that your whole body is not showing underneath. I love these skinny girl high-waisted briefs. They're like a thong and they're perfect to like smooth underneath and to really like kind of conceal your stomach, and so everything's not showing if your dress is like slightly sheer. If it's really sheer, those wouldn't be a good option because then your thong is going to show. But a better option if it's really sheer is going to be this body shaper. This is from Shape RX and I get these from Amazon. This is one of my favorite shapers because it helps to shape the fat under my arm, my back fat. But it's like a brief shaper. So as you can see, it has little shorts. This is one of my favorite ones. And like I said, this is from Shape RX from the Amazon website. And it's a really good body shaper if you want to like smooth things out, or if your dress or whatever you're wearing is slightly see-through, this is perfect to put on with it because it's shorts. And so it kind of covers the thigh area and it just kind of smooths everything under there. So if you can see through it, you're not going to really be able to see anything major. So love this. But if you're going to wear thin, slightly sheer items, wear the right undergarments. But I would say try to avoid that altogether because usually it just looks cheap. It looks like you're, you know, wearing like, you know, just, you know, 99-cent store clothes. It basically is what I'm saying. And I love the 99-cent store, but I'm not trying to wear clothes that look like I got them off the 99-cent rack, okay? So avoid sheer clothing if it's unintentional. It's not the right look. It's ruining your look. Let's go ahead and move on to the next one. Okay, so the next thing that I want to talk about that is ruining a lot of our looks, and this is why I said my heels are moisturized in that first clip, because a lot of us are doing this. Walking around with cracked, crusty, or ashy feet. This is definitely something that will set back your look. I see this so much on social media. I see people with beautiful outfits looking absolutely stunning, and then you look down at their feet and they're either ashy or their heels are cracking. It looks like a map of the Great Lakes, okay? It is not that hard to maintain your feet. And if you're going to an event, you know there's gonna be photos taken, or if you're the woman of the day, you want to treat your feet, okay? Even if you're in between pedicures, this is something that you can do at home. I always think of that episode of Real Housewives of Atlanta when Portia and Kenya met up for lunch. Do y'all remember that episode? They got into it at lunch, and then when they were leaving, Portia was like, yo, ashy feet, bye Ashy, bye Ashy. None of us want to be ashy feet, Kenya, okay? We don't want to be the ashy feet girl, okay? And so it's important to take the steps to keep your feet moisturized and well taken care of, even if you're in between pedicures. It doesn't have to be your pedicurist that maintains your feet. I use this thing on my feet once a week, and this basically grades off all the crusty heel that can develop on my feet. You got to be careful because you don't want to use this until it's raw, because that can cause you an infection. But you want to know your feet and do it to the point where it's nice and soft and all that dead skin is removed. So I always use this like a cheese grater. It's called a callus remover. You can also use a pumice stone after that to kind of smooth things out. And my two favorite things to use to keep my feet moisturized are good old Vaseline. Learned that from my granny. One thing I do is if I know I'm going to an event or I want my feet to be nice and moisturized all day, while I'm doing my makeup and getting dressed, I'll slather my feet in Vaseline and then I'll put on a pair of socks. And the socks just help the Vaseline to really seep into my feet, really moisturize and deeply get into my heels and stuff. So I always do that. or I use this Earth to Skin Heel-tastic, and you can find this at Ross, but you can also find it at Target and other places like that, and you can find it on Amazon. I'll link it for you, but it's called Earth to Skin. It's called Heel-tastic, and you basically just take this little thing, take the top off, and then you rub it on your heels, and it just rubs so deep. It gets so deep into your heels, and it smells really good as well. But I love to like moisturize my feet. I usually put on a pair of socks so that my feet, when I take the socks off, it kind of takes away some of the extra moisturizer, and then my feet are sliding in my sandals. So you want to make sure to put on a pair of socks or something. You don't want to go from just Vaseline straight into your shoes, because then your feet will be sliding around and that can be painful. But put on some socks, moisturize your feet, put on some socks, leave them on for a few hours, or you can do it overnight, and then the next day your feet will be deeply moisturized and beautiful and just feel really good, your heels. But you want to make sure to do that callus remover or something like that on your heels first. But crusty, cracked, dry feet, it's a no. It will ruin your look. You'll be completely beautiful, outfit banging, conceptualize the look perfectly, and then look down at your feet and it's like, what the hell? We see it so much. Make sure you're not doing that, ladies. Let's go ahead and move on to the next one. Okay, so since we're on the topic of ashy hands is another thing that can ruin your look. And this is something that I've been guilty of in the past, not keeping my hands moisturized. I work in a profession that I have to constantly wash my hands because, you know, you just coming in contact with stuff and I need to constantly wash my hands. So my hands get really dry. My hands are the kind of hands that almost as soon as I wash them and moisturize them, they're dry again within a few minutes. Like they can get dry again. So I have to use really particular moisturizers on my hands because I don't like my hands to be dry. I like them to be nice and moisturized. I already have like wrinkly fingers, so then when you add dryness on top of it, they just look awful. Like they look awful. Like 12 years, let me not even say that. Like it just looked like I've been working in the fields, okay, picking cotton. Like it just looks really, really, really bad. And so I don't like that look. So I like to keep my hands moisturized. Some of the moisturizers that I love is the Burt's Bees Almond and Milk Hand Cream. This is my absolute favorite, top #1. You can find that at Nordstrom. You can find that on Amazon and a few other places. If I can find it online, I will link it for you all. This is one of the best hand moisturizers I've ever used for my ashy ass hands, and my hands are bad. This is the only thing that really works. I also love the C.O. Bigelow balm. You can find these at Nordstrom and Nordstrom Rack, and this is what they look like. And this looks inside almost like Vaseline. Let's see if I can open it. My hands are moisturized. See what it looks like? It's a balm, and it really deeply moisturizes your hands, but it's something you got to be careful with, because if you get this on your clothing, you have on like satin or something like that, it can actually stain it. So, but it's very, very moisturizing. It makes my hands look and feel so good, and it smells amazing. And this comes in quite a few scents. So if you shop at Nordstrom Rack in store, you can find these like at the checkout area, you know, the area where they get you caught up. It's right in that area, and they have all different types of scents. The last moisturizer that I absolutely love, can't live without, is the Mario Badescu Rose Hand Cream with Vitamin E. As you can see, I've used this bottle to death. It's a little bit left in there, but you can find this on Amazon as well and other websites, and also Nordstrom and Nordstrom Rack. But these are the 3 hand moisturizers that I am hooked on because I have really, really dry hands. But as you can see, they're nicely moisturized, my little wrinkled fingers. Y'all, make sure you're moisturizing your hands, especially if you're going to an event. Put a little small moisturizer in your bag. Take it with you. Keep your hands moisturized for those photos so that when you look back, you don't look down at your hands and be like, damn, you see like all white in here. Nuh-uh, that can ruin your look. It's ruining your look. Let's fix it. Let's move on to the next one. So this next tip is something that's sometimes really hard to avoid, and that is ring around the collar. This is a big mistake that a lot of us are making. And you know, we're walking around with makeup on our collar, wearing like a nice crisp white shirt, pulling off a really luxe upscale look, and then you look at the collar and there's like chocolate makeup. You know, and us chocolate women, our makeup is dark. It's gonna show up immediately, and it just looks so bad. And it's the worst when you're out at an event, you know, and you can't really do much about it while you're out. You just got to try to cover it and, you know, just hope people don't notice. And, you know, if people are taking photos, hope they're not up close. People want to take selfies right here, and it's like, oh, that ring around the collar is going to show. You'd be like trying to push your hair forward like, oh shit, girl. There's a few ways that you can try to avoid it. I like to either safety pin my collar down, or I like to use double-sided tape, and I'll link the tape that I use from Amazon. I don't have it with me. I forgot to go and grab it, but I use a double-sided tape that I buy from Amazon. It's like a fabric tape, and it doesn't stick permanently, but it does do a good job of keeping your collar away from your neck. But personally, I've shared this on Instagram. When I know I'm gonna be wearing a white shirt, I'm not doing the whole drag the makeup down thing, and I take a makeup wipe and wipe all of this area. I just wipe all the makeup off. I don't want any makeup on my chin or on my neck if I'm wearing a white shirt, because I don't want to have to worry about it. And I don't want to have to worry about, you know, even if your collar is stuck down or pinned down, you still might turn your head, you might look down, and then boom, your makeup's going to be on it. So I personally just take a makeup wipe and just wipe all this down. Okay, it's not worth it. I know we all want to be seamless and, you know, have the makeup all down our neck and our chest, but you can't do all that, especially if you're chocolate and wearing a white shirt. Okay, something's got to give. You can't have it all in this situation. So wipe off the makeup or tape down your collar, use a white safety pin and tape that white collar down or that light colored shirt down so it's away from your neck, because ring around the collar is ruining a lot of our looks. Now let's go ahead and move on to the next one. Okay, so now we're getting into a couple of fashion faux pas that is ruining a lot of our looks. The first one I want to talk about is jeans that are super high-waisted. I'm gonna say too high-waisted. To me, they look ridiculous. There are jeans that's like rib cage length, and they might as well call them titty length because they right underneath your tits. That's not a good look. I don't like it. And I think it ruins a lot of people's outfit when their jeans are just too high. It almost looks like it's unintentional. And some people do it intentionally, but it looks like a mistake. When you see it on people and their jeans are like so high, right under the boobs, it just looks like, oh my goodness. Ooh, you be looking like, and then when it's camel toe on top, oh Lord, you know, it's like those are cutting her in half. You know, it's like, just pull them down a little bit, girl. But I see that a lot, and there is a such thing as jeans that are too high-waisted. So make sure you're not doing that. It's cutting you off. It's making you look shorter. It makes your torso and shape look funny. I don't care if you're a figure 8. If your jeans are sitting right up under your boobs, that's not a good look, okay? So make sure your high-rise jeans are not too crazy high and sitting right under your boobs, because that's gonna ruin your look. Let's go ahead and move on to the next tip. So the next fashion faux pas I want to talk about is wearing wrinkled clothes. I don't know what's going on lately, but I've been seeing so many people out in public with super wrinkled clothes. And I know there are certain fabrics that you can typically wear wrinkled. There's fabrics that are actually wrinkled, like fleece and things like that, that has real wrinkles in it. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about rough, dried, out in public looking like you just rolled out of bed. I don't think that's cute at all. And, you know, unless you're like postpartum, caring for a little bitty baby, there is no reason you can't take 10 minutes to run an iron over your clothes or run a steamer over your clothes, okay? To me, there's just no excuse for that. And also, if you really hate ironing like me, I take a lot of my clothes to the cleaner and get them what's called hard pressed. So I get them starched so that they really don't wrinkle much, you know, and I don't have to worry about ironing them. So that's another option for you if you can afford it. But to walk around and just wrinkle clothes and think like that's a vibe, like it's saying I don't care and I don't care what nobody thinks. What about what you think though about yourself and how you look? I don't really care what people think all the time, but I care about what I think. I care about what my mama thinks. I care about what my boyfriend thinks and my sister and my loved ones. You know, I don't want to embarrass them. So make sure that you're at least putting some kind of effort into the way you look, particularly not going out in rough, dry clothes that look like they sat in the dryer for 2 days. Don't do it. It is ruining your look. Let's move on to the next one. Alrighty, so another fashion faux pas, I have a few fashion faux pas to get into, is wearing shorts that are trashy. And by trashy, I mean they're too tight, they're too short. My grandmother used to call them coochie cutters, okay? My grandmother was hilarious. She had the funniest names for stuff, and she used to call like really, really short shorts coochie cutters because it almost looked like it's like digging in type of thing, like digging into you. So she used to call them coochie cutters. Coochie cutters to me are one of the trashiest things you can wear. It just screams whole stroll. It screams trailer park. It screams, you know, Ross sale rack clearance special. Don't do it, ladies. Like, I understand, you know, when you're on vacation, you want to run around on the beach with the cheeks out. I totally get it, but do that in like a bikini or something. Don't do that in your denim shorts. Like, if your booty cheeks are out in your denim shorts, to me, you're doing too much. But really, who am I? I mean, who am I? Really, I'm nobody. So if you do that, don't mind me, but I think it's ruining your look. You can wear short denim shorts that look super sexy and show all of your thigh, really make you look curvy and all of that without your ass cheeks showing and without a camel toe being produced, okay? So make sure you're not wearing trashy denim shorts. We're approaching spring, which means summer won't be far behind. We all want to look cute and rock our short shorts, but make sure you're doing it the right way so that you look cute, classy, youthful, fun, all the good things, but not trashy, okay? Stop doing it. It's ruining your look. Let's move on to our last mistake. Alrighty folks, so the last mistake that a lot of us are making that is ruining our look is wearing cheap heels or heels that are too high for us to walk in. This is something that I see all the time on social media. You see a woman and she is in a banging outfit. Girl, rocking it, okay? You look down at her feet and it looks like the Leaning Tower of Pisa. It looks like her heels are hanging on for dear life. I've seen so many memes of people making fun of this. I don't believe in recording people and making fun of them. I hate that kind of stuff. But if you don't want to be made fun of and be recorded, don't wear heels that's too high or that are cheap, that are gonna lean over. Okay, this is something that I personally am careful about. Y'all know I'm not a luxury influencer, but I will spend a little change on some shoes, especially heels, because I hate when heels start to break down. They start to like separate from the shoe that way, or they start to lean to the side because the heel itself, the shoe itself is cheap. That is the worst. Not only is it the worst looking, but it's painful. When you're out in public at an event and you're on slippery floors and then your heels start to collapse, it is painful and it looks a mess. So you're either gonna have to walk around barefoot, which really is ruining your look because then you just look a mess. You just look like you don't have your shit together at all. Or you're gonna have to leave those shoes on and walk around tilting or creeping like, oh my God, my heel is starting to collapse. Like, just don't even do it. Invest in decent heels and wear heels that work for your, wear heels that the height works for you, because wearing too high of heels is gonna make you walk funny. You're not gonna be able to walk in them. You're gonna be having to hold on to people and hold on to stuff to get where you're trying to go. And it just looks bad. And then your feet are gonna start hurting immediately. So I know me personally, I know I'm heavy, I'm a big girl. Certain heights of heels are gonna bother me. I cannot go past a certain height of heel because I don't walk good in them anymore. I can't look sexy and cute in them anymore when I get to like 4.5, 5. No, it doesn't work for me at all. So I'm not even gonna buy those heels at all. But if you know that's you, be real about it. Stop buying heels that are cheap and stop buying heels that are too high for you to walk comfortably in. You wanna look sexy. We wanna pull off those gorgeous looks. We wanna look fly. We wanna catch, you know what I'm saying? Girl, don't do it. Don't wear heels that are cheap or too high because it is ruining your look. Thank you all so much for checking out this video featuring the 10 mistakes that are ruining our looks. Y'all, we have to avoid these things at all costs because there is nothing worse than when you go to an event and you feel like you're looking so good and then you look back on the photos and you're like, oh my God, look at my feet or look at my hands or look at my boobs. Girl, we gotta avoid that, okay? We trying to look fly and we trying to live our best lives in 2022. So I hope you find this video funny as well as helpful to help you think about those little things that might make a difference in your look. I would love to hear in the comments, are there any that you would add to this video? Are there any subtle things that people tend to miss that ruin their look? I would love to hear about it in the comments because y'all gotta help a girl out too, okay? But thanks so much for watching. If you're not subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button before you go. And of course, to all my regulars, thanks so much for checking out the video. Can't wait to see what you all have to say. And I love y'all. I'll see you on the next one.